Every copy-along drawing tutorial you follow is quietly robbing you of your drawing confidence. You open your sketchbook, try to draw something from scratch, without any reference, no one to guide you what to make, no step-by-step is demonstrated. Soon, a feeling of helplessness at the blank page rises in your chest. And within 30 seconds, you find yourself scrolling for some guidance, something to fall back on. Sounds familiar? That collapse is not your weakness. It's not that you lack talent. It is what copy-along drawing tutorials often train us by accident. Dependence on the next instruction. The longer you follow these paint-by-number tutorials, the longer your confidence stays chained to someone else's dictation. What you actually need is to learn how to create your own drawings with confidence. This video will help you see that trap wide and clear so that you can get unstuck and start creating drawings, not just merely copying. Let's go! Hi, I'm Parul, founder of RestartART. I help you to return to drawing with real confidence. So whether you're an adult learning to draw or somebody who is returning to drawing after a long gap, or simply somebody who's feeling a little stuck despite watching dozens of tutorials on how to learn drawing for beginners, this video will help you. You will understand exactly why your drawing confidence collapses at a blank page. What copy-along drawing tutorials are quietly taking from you, and what real drawing practice for adults actually builds instead. So, why your confidence shakes at the blank page? Actually, the follow-along drawing tutorials are not failing you. They are doing exactly what they are designed to do. Teach you to follow. Your problem is you need to learn something different, which is how to lead. You're not stuck or lack talent. It is simply that you are trained to depend. I know this trap personally because I too fell for it before discovering what actual drawing training looks like. It's like learning a language by cramming up 5 or 6 beautiful sentences. Watch this. Namaste. आप कैसे हैं? बहुत बहुत आभार. Now, if we cram up these Hindi sentences beautifully, we may sound fluent, but if somebody tries to strike a conversation with us, we both will be quite lost. This will happen because we tried to just learn something on surface level without understanding the real structure, the real language, how it works. Drawing works in the same way. Follow-along drawing tutorials definitely show you what to draw, but they rarely show you how to create. And once we miss that, we can keep making nice-looking tutorial drawings and still feel helpless when we try to make something from scratch, something from life, something from imagination, without any guidance. If this way of drawing is new to you, there is a lot more where it is coming from. Hit that subscribe button so that you don't miss any of my content. Right, so what is that missing thing? Well, I'm talking about the visual language of drawing. Copy-along drawing tutorials don't teach you that visual language. And that language, proportion, value, composition, is not something you memorize mechanically. With conscious practice, it becomes your second nature. Let's be honest, if follow-along drawing tutorials were really teaching you how to draw independently, would you still require a new one every time you faced a blank page? So, what does real drawing training actually looks like? Let's start with the first thing. Seeing. The main reason that keeps you stuck in drawing is that you don't draw what you see. You draw what you think you know. Here is a little challenge to prove this. I dare you to not bring any image to your mind when I say these words. An apple, an eye, a tree. Did any image pop up in your mind? Most of us can't help it. It just happens instantly. And that is the very problem we struggle with. It is fine, it is very helpful to navigate the world, understand the world, but when it comes to drawing, the same very popping of the image hijacks our artistic seeing of the world. So instead of looking freshly, you start drawing the symbol in your head. That is why your drawing often does not look like the object right in front of you. Because you were not drawing the object, you were drawing your mental shortcut for it. Real drawing training, the training that actually helps the beginners to improve their skills, to see past that symbol and actually see what is right there in front of you, that is not magical. That is simply a practice. It is very much learnable. Once that shifts, your drawings stop looking wrong or as if something is missing. If this is naming something you have felt but could not put into words, I go much deeper in my newsletters. There are free emails on drawing, creative confidence, and returning to art with seriousness and joy. The link is below. Back to the video now. By far, we have talked about the seeing aspect of drawing. Alone, it will not make your drawings come alive. For that, you need something entirely different. The second aspect of real drawing training, which I'm going to share right now, will help your drawings to stop looking mechanical and they'll start to come alive. I'm talking about drawing as an exercise of translation. Drawing is not just about copying something perfectly. For that, cameras or photocopying machines will do a great job, that too instantly. Drawing, on the other hand, is an exercise of translation of the 3D world, how we experience it, and then translating that experience onto a 2D surface. Let me show you what I mean. This is one of my drawings, soft pastels done from life. When I sat with this person, what stopped me was not something external. It was rather her eyes, the gaze, that particular weight in them, the exhaustion that had settled there quietly, the way it affected the entire facial expression. That is what I needed to capture. Not technically correct face, that specific feeling in those eyes. So every decision I made, the loose urgent lines, the weight of different lines, the way I let the marks pile up around the eyes, the areas I left barely touched, all of it was in service of that one thing, that one emotion that hooked me to the subject. That is translation. You're not copying a face. You are capturing what made you look twice. When you are actually drawing, you are capturing what drew you to that object. How to orchestrate line, scale, composition, balance, rhythm, and emphasis, so that it expresses what hooked you to that subject. All of this involves making conscious decisions. These are not mechanical steps. They call for your presence. They are your personal artistic decisions. And the more you practice them, the more your creative confidence grows. It is not just moving your hand based on some memorized steps. It is actually observing your subject live. It's a live dialogue between you and your subject. This is where your drawing starts to feel alive. That is why real confidence feels different. It does not come from copying a good result once. That confidence that you feel finishing a tutorial, it is rented. Rented confidence disappears the moment no one is guiding your hand. Real confidence, on the other hand, comes from knowing what to do when there is nothing guiding you. This is the difference between copying and actually creating a drawing. Tell me in the comments, when you sit down to draw and nothing comes, what is the first thing you reach for? I read every reply. Now here is a question that I get most often. But Parul, I am a beginner. Don't I need step-by-step guidance? Yes, in the beginning you definitely need the guidance. I'm not asking you to throw yourself into a chaos. But there is a real difference between guidance and dependency. A good teacher gives you enough structure to stand on. A weak method, on the other hand, makes you cling. I don't want you to cling to me either. What I want for you is for your artistic eyes to wake up. I want you to be able to draw drawings that you can call yours. I want your hands to become confident. I want you to be able to sit with any object of your choice and know how to begin the drawing, how to develop the drawing, and how to create it from your unique perspective. And that is real drawing confidence. And this is exactly what is at the heart of my drawing course at RestartART. To give you the skill, the confidence, and your own eyes to finally awake. It is not designed to make you copy one more pretty object. It is designed to help you understand the real drawing process, how to see, how to begin, how to develop a drawing, and how to make your own artistic decisions with confidence. This course is for adults returning to art or anyone who wants to learn to draw from scratch. A clear, grounded way back in. Not more tutorials, but a real drawing foundation. The kind that is based on classical art training, not just from YouTube. If you want to get notified about this course when it opens up and want to get practical prompts to improve your drawing skills, you can join my newsletter. The link is in the description box below. Until we meet next time, remember, you're not untalented. You've just been practicing the wrong thing. And that changes now. Restart art the right way. It is good for you.